Hey y'all, welcome to Black as She podcast, The Conversation. Today's topic, we're just going to talk about labeling women as the pariah when a relationship goes south or it doesn't work out the way that everybody anticipates or expects it to work out. And in this case, I'm going to be referring to Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. It is like the hottest topic right now on every blog. All of the comments are just they've just been blowing up with just talking about this breakup. And my thing, what I got out of it is that it's not fair. And life isn't fair, but this is become a second nature norm that we just throw the backlash at the woman, that we just go for the dagger when it comes to the woman. But we don't really know what happened. We don't know what transpired or what took place in that relationship for it to end. So why do we just all of a sudden get this audacity to just blame the woman and say that it's her fault? We don't know. And then, to be honest, it's a woman who is close associates with or close friends with Lori Harvey's mom, and she has a talk show host where she sits aside three other beautiful African American women, and she stated that she heard from around the way that the reason that the relationship ended the way that it did and what caused Lori to remove all pictures of him from her page is because apparently he still has some unresolved feelings and emotions for his ex. And you look it up, Google, it gives you everybody's life story nowadays, so y'all can find out who that individual is when it comes to his ex. I'm not going to put her name in this because I don't even like the fact that she's in the mix to begin with, to be honest, and keep it 100. But yeah, it had something to do with that, allegedly, y'all. So like she said, she heard that from around the way, she got that tea from another source, but we don't know who that source is. I feel like I have a hunch as to who it is, but again, I don't even know that for sure because she talked about it in such a discreet way, which applause to her. But I applaud her for that. Let me say that. So yeah, she did it in a very classy way, didn't put too much out there, and didn't reveal who the source was. So like I said, now what if that turns out to be true? That the relationship broke up because he was still messing with somebody, or even if it wasn't his ex, he was messing with another girl. Then what? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody is saying, oh man, bro, you too good for her. And these are women, black women who are indulging in these comments and saying, man, bro, you too good for her. Nobody is stopping to question, did he possibly do something? From what I'm saying, nobody is stopping to think that he could ever do something that betrays her or go against her just because of his name. You feel what I'm saying? And we know that he's the good guy. Every movie that he's in, he portrays the good guy. But we don't know these people for real. We don't know these humans for real outside of the cameras and the spotlight and the theater. We don't know them. Only the people that know them are those who are close to them. And this girl knows him like no other because she was one of those individuals who had the opportunity to get to know him on that level of intimacy, friendship, all of the above, right? So, but we don't know what really happened. So why are we so quick to just make this judgment and make this assumption that it was her fault? Oh, well, this girl got a black eye. And this is just speaking in general. Oh, this girl got a black eye. Oh, it was her fault. She said something or she did something for him to react that way. Not the simple fact that the guy just has issues or childhood trauma that he just never sought fit to resolve through therapy or counseling or whatever the case may be. But because unfortunately this girl was there, he just took it out on her because she kept accepting it. And the more she accepted, the easier he felt like it was to do to her. And all he had to do was apologize and come back with gifts or this, that, and the third to make his wrong, to right his wrong. So it's always the girl's fault. It's never like, we don't ever try to dissect the man and what he may have possibly done. And that is just so bizarre to me. It's very baffling. And I just feel so bad for her, to be honest, because it's just like, dang, she is taking all of the slack for, like, she's taking the punches, the daggers, the bow and arrows. Like, she is taking it all off of alleged allegations or assumptions or suspicions as to what possibly happened. And then you see the comments where they're like, oh, well, she dated a daddy and a son. First of all, it was never confirmed that she was dating who that man was supposed to be. It was never confirmed that she was dating him. So you see a picture, but a picture can mean 1,000 things. That's like me taking a picture with somebody's husband, and they're not knowing that the husband is my brother or cousin or third cousin on my daddy's side or something like that. So they just speculate that me and this man are dating just because we have a picture with just me and him in the picture. You know, you don't even know the full story behind that picture, why it was taken, how it was taken, who was behind the camera that took it, you know, but y'all just run with stories. This is a society that just runs with stories, and it's just like, or headlines, and we just do the most. And I really just wish it would stop. Like, I just feel so bad for her, because just like, y'all don't know. And to my recollection, when I took down my page, actually, you know what, let me be correct. I never took down my old page when I broke up with my ex. I was actually deleting pictures similar to what Lori Harvey has done. I was deleting pictures of him because he had done something and I ended the relationship, and that was a done data. Like, you know, it was what it was. And so, but it was too many pictures to delete, and to be honest, I just felt like the page itself had too many memories of him, so I completely neglected that page. And then I created a whole new page just to have a fresh start, just to breathe fresh air, you know, on my social media, because I'm like, this is my platform. I'm not going to let this control me based on whatever type of memories I feel like it holds because I was in a relationship with this person. So I completely created a whole new platform. And then I remember my godmom text me like, girl, is this you? Because don't you have the other page? And you know, it's a lot of fraud going on nowadays. I got to check in. So I was like, yeah, it's me. And I have friends from college, peers from college, who were just like, Jazz, is this you? Because, you know, you got scammers. Everybody was saying the same thing. But I went to that extent. I took that drastic measure, and I made that change because I just didn't want to have any parts of that old IG. So, and that, like I just said, that's what that reminds me of. When she swiped his face clean on her page, she was upset about something. And at first the headline was like, he wanted to, what was it? He wanted the relationship to be more serious than what it was, but she was not ready. And at first I said the same thing. You know, I even told my mom, I was like, I said, and I had been off of social media up until this time, right? So I'm just like, because, you know, I go on these spurts and I just take some time off to continuously heal, to get myself back together, focus on my mental health, my physical health, etc. So I hadn't really been on there. But then, you know, on your news feed, you can't avoid that. So it came through and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, no, I'm not going to get on IG. So I waited for like 24 hours and I said, okay, well, if this come through my news feed one more time, I'm gonna have to see what's going on. And so like the next day it came through again, lo and behold. And so I clicked on there and I saw some of the blogs and they all had the same headline, y'all. Of course, we know how it goes. But before I clicked on any type of social media, I told my mom, I said, I bet he was ready to take the relationship to another step further, but she wasn't ready. And I said that before even clicking on the blogs or going on Instagram. And that's what the headline was. But, you know, now I'm starting to read things like, so now that this new snippet of information is out that maybe it was due to some unresolved issues or emotions with his ex, could that be the possible reason? But she's just not blasting him for it, because what good is that going to do? It's not going to do anything but get messy. It's not going to do anything but allow the public or the outsiders to have even more information to dig from and more information to comment on. So she's doing right, and I commend her for that. It's going to blow over. It'll blow over. It always does. And I'm sure when she's ready to talk about it, or he's ready to talk about it, we will understand exactly what happened, or could piece together, oh, okay, that wow moment, like, so this is what happened. Out of all the assumptions and speculations, now we got it. We can piece it together, like, this is what caused the relationship to end. But yeah, I just wish we would stop doing that, like jumping down the women's back, especially the Black women, because it's like, y'all don't know. We don't know what took place. We on the outside looking in on everything revolving up to layup, unless it's our family member or something. And sometimes even with that, just in general, family members don't share everything. So you can still speculate to a certain extent, right? And still make these assumptions to a certain extent. because I know me, I'm very private. So even with family, I don't share certain things because you don't want to be judged or this like that. And it doesn't even have to, I'm stuttering. It doesn't even have to be something drastic. It's just personal. So I just rather not share, whether it's dealing with my mental health or just things in general, I just refrain from sharing just because it's something personal that I would like to work through on my own until I feel comfortable talking about it. So saying that to say, we don't know what's going on with these people. We don't know the depths of what's going on in their relationship. It's so many celebrity relationships going on right now, and everybody's yelling couple goals, couple goals, couple goals, because we only see the happy side and the happy version of what they post on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case may be. But we still don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That's just like the pastor who, not the pastor, but I'm going to say a minister rather. I'll give him the title of a minister because he doesn't necessarily even proclaim to be a pastor. But I mentioned him in one of my other videos. And like I said, it was nothing negative, nothing derogatory or whatever. But it's just like we thought him and his wife, were A1, A1, give me that steak sauce. You feel me? But we thought that they were hunky-dory and this, that, and the other. But man, now they went through a divorce, a public divorce where everyone was able to chime in and leave their comments and everything else. So it was just like, we don't always know, y'all. We don't be knowing the deets. We don't know. So how are we just so easy to pick a side? Oh, it was her. Oh, it was him. No, it wasn't him, because that's the problem. We don't ever see the fault in the guy. We just go for the black woman. And it kind of makes me feel like, is this a trauma? Is this something that we're unintentionally equipped to doing within the black community, blaming the black woman instead of seeing the possibilities of what the man could have done to cause the relationship to go south? Or is this something that, to me, it kind of hits deeper? Because it's like, now I want to get to the surface as to why do we do that as a culture, as a people, as a whole? What makes us just go for the woman? Even when relationships, when the man cheat, we go for the other woman. Not me. I've never done that a day in my life because I feel like this woman owes me nothing. She doesn't have to respect me. But you who I know, you who I'm intimate with, you who I share stuff with, you who know my family, been around my family, know the good parts, the bad, the pretty, the ugly. It's your duty to respect me, not hers. So I've never done that. I've never put myself in a situation to where I would the thought never even crossed my mind. Out of whatever relationship I've been in, a thought never crossed my mind to go after the other woman. It was always the guy. So it's just like, what programs us to do that? See, now I'm gonna have to speak with a therapist one-on-one to see, what are their intakes on this, because I need to know. I need to talk to God, son, because I need to know, sir. What's going on? Why are we doing this to each other? Why do we do this predominantly in the African American culture? We just keep tearing each other down, tearing each other down. We'll build each other up for a second, and then it's back to tearing each other down. Like, I don't get it. But, Lori Harvey, if you ever come across this, I'm with you, girl. I'm rocking with you. I understand it from all aspects and all angles. So you will bounce back from this, girl. You got this. Whatever the case may have been, whether it was your fault or his fault, it'll work itself out. You're young. You're 25. So all the dudes that you've dated, you very much had that right to do so. And don't let these people bring you down, girl. You got it. I'm here for you. I got you, boo. I got your back. But yeah, whatever the case may be, yeah, until next time, y'all, that's our topic of discussion today. And like I said, we're going to have many, many more like this in the future. We're just going to keep it going. So thank y'all once again for tuning in with me. And I hope to see y'all on more of my channels, more of my topics and discussions. And definitely feel free to comment respectfully. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And if you if you want to say something that I don't necessarily agree with, that's perfectly fine. Like I say, just do it with tact and like you have some sense. Because I'm not there yet, and I've said this on a previous video. I'm not there yet. I will give you what you need and then send you on your way by hitting that block button. Okay, and that's on all platforms. But okay, love y'all so much. Once again, per usual, thank y'all for tuning in with me, because y'all could be anywhere in the world on any YouTube channel, but y'all chose to click mine. So thank you so much. Love y'all from the depths of my heart. Till next time. Bye.